Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2.
Okay, now I'm getting something.
Are you? Which is going to be Cade Coulterman. So runner in scoring position here for Hayden. Swing. There's another high pop. Okay, so the catcher driving in. Now that, oh, that's a great play by the shortstop. Here, I don't know if you could really call that an error. That was a slow roller that was charged and just took a terrible hop over his glove. Ooh, ball over his head. So 1 2 here to Tate. Runners on first and second. And that ball is driven down the line, and that is going to be just foul. Just missed one. And that's going to be a long foul for Tate Connell. That scores 2 for sure, but just missed by a foot or 2. So we'll do 1 and 2 again. Only one out. Ball misses away in last inning. I was going to make the catch. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly for Maddox Munson. That ball misses high. So Jake ahead here 3 and 1.
20 Pete.
Stolen base for Braden Whitty. Ball misses inside. I think we are gonna have a pitching change, so big swing and a miss. Hayden popped out to short in a bat previous in this inning. Braden Whitty is on deck if we can get to him. Mag's ahead here, 0-1. Ball missed high. Even the count at 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Now batting number 2, Braden Whitty.
Braden singled at his last at bat, and that ball misses. Ooh, catches the outside part of the plate. Tate Connell on deck. Ball misses inside. Ball misses way high. So Gabe quickly had 2-0 with Maddox Munson. And that's going to be 7-0. Jake off his foot. They're going to call it a foul ball. Pete Samp on deck. So 2-1 here, Jake. And that's going to catch the inside part of the plate finally for strike 2. Even the counts of 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases loaded. Add to their lead, which is 7-0, as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd with Maddox Munson. The shortstop side of second.
Up to bat, number 23, Cody.
Third. He bunts. Fielded by Pete. Throw down, and he is going to be out at first. So that's a great job by Pete.
Up to bat, number 10, Alex Poitras.
It's going to bring up Alex Poitras. 2 quick outs here in the 3rd.
Back to the top of the order, number 4.
So he is not on the roster, so I have no idea who he is. All right, well, we're going to have a pitching change for your Chargers. Number 9, Sam Spies is going to come in, and we do have a new catcher. Dylan Connect's going to come in and catch for the first time this season. Number 40. So Sam's going to inherit a runner at first. And he's going to face number 18, who I believe was drilled in his last at bat by a 90-mile-an-hour fastball off his arm. It's going to be a sweet bruise tomorrow. I'll let you know if we have any other changes. Looking around the infield, I do not see any other changes, just a battery change. So Munson and Samp out. Connect and Spies are in. Yeah, it looks like we have a couple more guys warming up in the makeshift bullpen behind the dugout. All right, so and that'll do it. One pitch, one out. It's a great outing for Sam Spies. All right, so we're going to have a pitching change for Flandreau. Number 2 is going to step in on the mound, coming over from the shortstop position. And he's going to face a new batter. The catcher, Dalton Connect, going to come in and hit. So Pete Samp's day is done. So we will see Dylan, Hayden, and Braden Whitty. When Bell gets on, we'll see Jace Koima. That's going to catch, I guess, that caught the plate. Didn't look like for my vantage point, but my opinion means nothing. There's a foul off the chest protector of the catcher. And so Dylan quickly behind here, 0-2. Ooh, Dylan moves out of the way of that one. So I was heading directly towards his back. It's going to be the 1-2 now. That's off the end of the bat, and that's going to be into right field for a leadoff single for Dylan Connect. That did not sound good coming off the bat, but it found the right spot. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Dylan, who's in the catching spot, and that's going to be Caden Colterman coming out. So I'll bring up Hayden Gorsett here. With nobody out.
Up to bat, number 23, Hayden Gorsett.
Hayden offers at the pitch, and he only went halfway, but that's good enough for strike one. Caden with a very short lead at first. Hayden looks at 2 quick strikes. not offering at either pitch. That ball. And big swing and a miss. And big swing and a miss. That ball ran. And Caden's going to hustle back as the pitcher turns and looks at his shortstop because nobody was covering. Oh, there's a big swing and a miss. So here's the 1-2 to Braden. That is foul back. Shortstop is holding on Caden now. Ooh, that's off the end of his glove. It's going to be a pass ball. That's so Caden Coulterman's got 180 feet worth of free bases. And he stands on third. Braden Whitty is standing at home with a 2-2 count, looking for an RBI here. And that's going to be a piped fastball for strike number 3 and the second out of the inning. So I'll bring up Jace.
Now batting number 14, Jace Korma.
Working from the windup with just a runner on third. Ball misses high and inside to the 6'5", Jace Koymon. At least I think he's 6'5". I stood next to him. It's close. And that ball misses high, so that's going to bring up Drew Weir. There's a lined and out of play as that hits the light tower. That's going to even the count 1-1 here to Drew. That is pretty much in the exact same spot, and the umpire is out of baseballs. And Drew Weir is in a 1-2 hole here. So the umpire reloads. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, gloves, and Drew's going to be safe with an infield single. That ball gets by the first baseman, and that's going to bring in Jace, and Drew Weir's going to be at second base on a throwing error, and that ball, they're just throwing this ball around. And Drew's going to end up at third with 2 throwing errors by Flandreau. That brings in 2 runs. So Drew, 1 more throwing error away from a side to Tate. There's a ground ball, slow roller to short, gloves. Tate with a bunch of speed, but not gonna get. They're gonna get him by a step. So that'll do it for your Chargers here in the 4th. 2 more come across, and the bottom of the 4th with your Chargers leading 9-0. Sam's going to stay in the game to pitch. He's only thrown one and gotten out. That's a good throw down by Dylan there. Have a new first baseman. It looks like it's going to be, is it Trey Pater down there? Could be. Big swing and miss, though. For number 2. Now here's Trey Pater down at first. There's a ground ball foul into the Flandreau dugout. Big hop. One hop into there. That's going to be 2 quick strikes here. There's a pop-up on the infield. Hayden Gorsett under it, calls for it, catches it, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 0, Cameron Blue.
And that one is fouled back and out of play. There's a ground ball to Hayden Gorsett. Gloves, double clutches, and throws over to Trey Pater. And that is a quick 1, 2, 3 inning. I think that's 7 pitches. And that'll do it for Flandreau. All right, well, some substitutions coming up for your Sioux Falls Christian Chargers. We're going to see Luke Westenberg leading off, followed by the pitcher, Sam Spies, and Trey Pater. If anybody else gets on, we'll see Dylan connect with his second bat of the day. Westy's going to step in here, number 29.
Leading off the inning, number 29, Luke Westenberg.
So Luke getting his first varsity at bat of the season here. He looks at a ball high and outside. Ball misses way outside there. So Westy ahead here 2-0. Foul ball. Excuse me, out of play down the left field line. So Westy still ahead here, 2-1. So a little game of relay here as the ball comes from the fan in the picnic area. The left fielder to the third baseman to Coach Connor. Into Westy and to the umpire. And Westy check swings. That's got to be our 5th or 6th check swing of the day. That's been called a strike. And there's another foul ball to stay alive. Just, you need to do a better job of committing to the swing or not swinging at all. So we're going to do 2-2 again. Westy skies one, and I think that's going to get out of play, and it is. Back at the stands as people are ducking and covering. So Westy doing a good job here of battling. This is going to be the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Because he's fouled off the last 2. Ooh. Ooh. Ball just missed low. So that's going to run the count full. And that's going to catch the outside part of the play. Westy can't be happy with himself on that. But that's going to be out number 1 here in the 5th.
Now batting number 9, Sam Spies.
That's going to bring up Sam. And he looks at a strike on the inside part of the plate. Big swing and a miss. So Sam quickly behind here, 2-0. Or 0-2. Trey Pater on deck. Ball misses way outside. Ball misses inside. So Sam's battled back. Even the count at 2s. Swing and a miss, and that is going to send down. It's number 4 sends down his counterpart, Sam Spies, and that's going to bring up Trey Pater here with 2 out. That ball bounces in there for ball 1. Ball misses high and outside. Trey can find a way on. It will bring up Dylan Connect. Ground ball, second base, big hop. Oh, off his glove. Trey hustling, and he is going to be out by a step. Ooh. Off the edge of the glove, and Trey is thrown out at first by a half a step. But that'll do it for your Chargers in the 5th. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with your Chargers leading 9-0. Sam just has to buzz the tower a little bit, a little brush back pitch, and he's run the count even to 2-2. Popped up, that's going to get out of play. Going after a truck that was driving by, but he was not going fast. Sam misses high and inside. And that's going to run the count full. Sam is not allowed a base runner yet. That's another foul ball. And the umpire is out once again. Got 3 or 4 balls flying in from all over here. And this is going to be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Bunch of foul balls. It's been a great battle here. Neither one of them really wants to give in. Ooh, ooh. And that is going to be a walk. A lead-off walk. That hit is the rapid bug.
Flandreau, Jake Hamilton.
Selected by Jake Hamilton as he swings and misses. That's another foul ball. We're about 2 pitches away from being out of balls again. Here's the 0-2. And that is strike 3. First out of the inning. And that's a good pitch there by Sam.
Now batting Cody Kneebone.
Cody's apparently good at drinking beer, according to Billy Currington. And he looks at strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Swing and a miss. So after a leadoff walk, Sam has battled his way back and just firing strikes. And looking for his second strikeout here of the inning. And he's 1 pitch away from that. Ball misses inside though. Bring the count to 1 and 2. There's a line drive to the second baseman. Throws over. They're going to get the force at second. Caden Coltman gloves and throws over to, I think that's Gabe Long moving over. Not 100% sure, but we'll double check. Yeah, Gabe Long moved over from second to short. And that play was by Caden Coltman.
Number 10, out.
Throws across the diamond over to Dre and gets him by a step. And that is a great play. And that'll do it for Flandreau in the 5th. And we'll head to the top of the 6th with your Chargers leading 9-9. All right, leading off for your Chargers in the 6th is going to be Dylan Connect.
Leading off this inning, number 40, Dylan Connect.
We're going to have Will Foch on deck. See what other changes Coach Gorsett has. Ball misses high. Dylan singled his first at bat of the day. That ball misses way outside. Dylan smokes one way over the head of, oh, wow. Wow. That wind brought that back. That ball was absolutely crushed by Dylan Connect, but that is a good play by the center fielder who ran a mile to catch that over his shoulder. And that wind just held it up. Any other day, that might have been to the fence. But anyway, it's a long out, and that's going to bring up Will Foch.
Up to bat, number 10, Will Foch.
And waiting on Jack is going to be Jackson McCulley. Will fouls that one out of play. Way outside, even the count of 1-1. Ball misses inside, so Will ahead here, 2-1. Oh, I guess I was off by a strike, or a ball, so that's going to be a 5-pitch walk to Will. And that'll bring up Jackson McCulley.
Now batting, number 30, Jackson McCulley.
Ball bounces in there. Jackson looks at ball 1. On deck is going to be Parker Van Horsen. And that's going to be fouled out of play. Not sure if we're out of balls yet, but looks like the umpire's got a couple. Will gets his lead at first. And that ball catches the white part of the batter's box, but it's called a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jackson. And he tomahawks one. That's going to stay in play, drifting into foul territory. The pitcher coming over and grabbing it in front of his dugout. And that is going to be an out for Jackson McCulley. So 2 down now, and that's going to bring up Parker Van Horsen.
Up to bat, number 0, Parker Van Horsen.
Swing and a miss for Parker. Big lead by Will. Will's going to take off. Ball misses high and inside, and Will is going to be there under the tag as it hops out of the shortstop's glove. And that is going to be a stolen base for Will. Slow pickoff move there by the pitcher, but Will dives back. A lot of room if you could Parker put this one in play. As they're playing a little in and out game. First hand or second and short. Parker behind here 1-2. And he swings, and that's going to be a foul ball. That is going to stay in play, so we will get that one back. A lot of long drives down that left field line today that just went foul. Parker looking for an RBI with Will. That ball just missed. Just so we're clear, that was called a strike earlier in this inning. Either way, it's a 2-2. That ball misses high and inside, so Parker's battled back to run this full with 2 out here in the top of the 6th. That ball misses way outside, and that's a good piece of discipline there by Parker, battling all the way back to draw a walk. And that's going to bring up not sure. Oh, Caden Coulterman. And Caden Coulterman's going to look at a strike 1. And he's going to look at strike 2, which also this inning was previously called a ball. And that ball is a ball. Must have been high. So 1-2 here to Caden. And that ball misses low and outside. So 2-2, 2 out. Runners on first and second here in the top of the 6th. That ball above Caden's head. So the count is full now. Pitcher working very fast. And that is ball 4. And so that's going to bring up number 16, Zach Vandehar.
Off the bat, number 16, Zach Vanderhaar.
That ball misses outside. So Zach quickly ahead here, 1-0. Bases are juiced. Looking down at the swing and a miss. Big cut there by Zach. Apparently Coach Connor's in the on-deck circle. That's going to be interesting. And another big swing and a miss. So 1-2 now to Zach. Bases are loaded. There are 2 out. That ball sails above his head to even the count at 2-2. And there's a big cut, and that was probably at his chest. That was probably ball 3, but that's going to do it for your Chargers in the 6th as they leave the bases juiced. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th, still leading 9-0. right, number 4 will step in.
Up to bat, Tate Hammer.
So Tate Hammer will step into leadoff here for Flandreau in the 6th. Sam Spy is still in the game, and his first offering of the inning as a ball. There's a chopper, and that's back off of Dylan. And I think Dylan's okay. Let's get even the count at 1-1. I think we have a brand new outfield and a brand new infield from where we started, with all the starters out of the game. And that's a good pitch by Sam, and that's going to be strike 2. Going to be strike 3. The runner there is a strike 1. Not sure who's down at 3rd. We got Caden Colchman at short. Will is over at 2nd. Trey Pacher at 1st as that ball hops out of Dylan's glove. And the runner's going to move up 90 feet. Outfielders working left to right. We have Jackson McCulley, Zach Vandehar, and Parker Van Horsen. Swing and a miss, and Dylan's got the ejecto mitt working, so he doesn't hold on to that one. But it is strike 2. Ball misses outside. So Sam's battled to bring it to 2-2, looking for the second out of the 6th. That ball hops in there. That's a good stop by Dylan. That is going to be a full count. I don't see anybody warming up. Is going to be a walk. So a single and a walk here in the 6th, but 2 runners on for Flandreau.
Now up to bat, Titan Peters.
Titan Peters is going to step in. He looks at a ball low. You love the commitment to drinking songs as walk-up songs here by the Flandreau players as Titan walks up to Tequila. And Sam is quickly behind 2-0. The ball hops away from Dylan. Can't find it. So still only 1 out here in the 6th, and 2 come across for Flandreau, and the score is 9-2 now, as we have a meeting on the mound. Well, whatever Coach Connor said seemed to work, as Sam's first pitch after the meeting is in there for strike 1. There's a ground ball in the hole. Big hop. Chopper throws over to second for 1. And the ball's going to get by Trey, but that's runner's going to stay there at first. So fielder's choice.
Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup.
Off the bat, Jaden Ing.
Strike 1. Dylan's still having trouble holding on to the ball. Jaden Ing walking up to Red Solo Cup once again. There's a chopper over the head of the pitcher, waiting on it. Oh, that is a. Not sure why Will waited so long on that instead of charging it. As he throws it over to Caden, but it's just not. He bobbles it, not in time. So that's going to be a 2-out error. Extended version of the Rapping Bug currently, as we're going to have a pinch runner come in.
Off the bat, Jake Hamilton.
All right, so Jake Hamilton's going to step in here with 2 out, 2 on, and 2 already in for Flandreau. And Sam rocks and fires for ball 1. Ooh, yes he did. So 1-1 here. Sam rocks and fires. So Sam is a strike away from getting out of this. On the count 1-2. And there's a swing and a miss, and that will retire the side. So 2 in, 2 runs score, 2 left on 1 hit here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll head to the 7th with your Chargers leading 9-2. Trey lines one down the right field line. That's over the right fielder's head. And Trey on his way to second. And he dives. Dylan lines one into the bottom. Fielded, throws, and he is out. And they're going to call him. He's out of the inning. So your Chargers, 1 out away from their 3rd win of the season. And Sam, I think that's a ball. Missed inside. Swing and a miss. Even the count at 1-1. Yeah, Coach Gorset's really moved some players around here in the last couple innings. I'm having a hard time keeping track of who's where. I do know the battery of Sam Spies and Dylan Connect is still there. I'm not sure who our new first baseman is. Or third. So. And Sam's going to miss high and inside. That's going to be a 3-1 count here. Sam with an 8-run lead just needs to throw strikes and get out of this. And that is going to be ball 4. So a 2-out walk.
Now with the bat, Bryson.
All right, Sam steps